rocket like rocket fuel.
Yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Call us dangerous, ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us, no barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard. For your mom to your pop to the beat to the bird, man. Cut right off on the curb, like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Yeah, I pissed so my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Masterpiece, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't right it. We break you down like a pound. I got it, the pounders surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oklahoma City Bison and the Salt Lake City Pioneers. Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And off we go from Salt Lake City. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Ready? Kill, kill, kill. Go, boy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's upended after a gain of 2 after the 27.
Right there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 27, Young. It's caught by Bryant and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. On 1st and 10, Young. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now a first down throw, Cunningham. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Cunningham. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That goes for a gain of 31.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Cunningham. He'll buy some time right. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Off-play action, it's Cunningham. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
This is taken at the 15. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Young now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. 3rd and long for Young. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards that time. First and 10, Young. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 2, Young. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Watch the run. Watch the run. You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
On 1st down, Sanders. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Running right, here's Sanders. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Young. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Here's Cunningham. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Cunningham. Being shaped, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brian Burns able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
In your face.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Cunningham. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Young. Bryant has it. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Buying time to his left. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Young. And that's off the mark, incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. And this one is right through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores. This is caught at the 20. And what a big-time play there. 58 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. And again this time to the tailback. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. It's a throw on second down. Cunningham forced out to his left. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Some early fireworks from this rookie quarterback getting the start in week 1.
And every time a rookie quarterback gets to start week 1, you and I both know the extra attention that comes with it. We know that he's going to throw the football, but will he make the right decisions? And in this case, with his legs, he showed the defense there's an extra dynamic to his game.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Get ready. Tight dog.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They come out here in the eye. They held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on 3rd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now, so as you mentioned,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns, his 2nd sack of the night. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Mike 52. No gain on this defense.
Cunningham. Dancing to his left. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing, Young. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 44 yards. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs. If you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you're talking about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Brian Burns in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Watch 52.
Got to be careful here. Backed up this deep on third down. Steps away to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They'll try and throw for it here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. A gain of 3, second down. On 2nd and 7, Young being chased out left. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 10 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Buying time to his left. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
Cunningham to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter with his man or zone. Deep.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. On first down, it's Sanders. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Third and short yardage, Young. And that will not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter play. Back live here now in Salt Lake City. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Let him know, let him know.
They run again with Okoye. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home. Let's go. Get set.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Cunningham. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Now a handoff here to his running back. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And to give this time to the tailback. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. but the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Another run with Sanders. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And sometimes things come together exactly like you want. It's not just been the volume of carries he's had in this contest. It's been the production as well.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Undercrush.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch the pass. Here we go.
Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here we go. 15 on it. 61. Match box. Right.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. Time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Oklahoma City, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And another road date awaits them next week as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen.